are brainwashed to stay stuck. The question is, who did it? Your parents, your school, the city you grew up in, the people you spent the most of your time. They installed a belief system inside you about what is possible for someone like you, about what you deserve, about how the world works. You did not choose any of it. You just absorbed it. And right now, that installed system is running your decisions, your risk tolerance, your ceiling. Every time you almost do something and pull back, that is not you. That is the programming. Neuroscience calls it your default mode network, the brain's autopilot. Studies show it governs up to 95% of your daily behavior. 95%. Meaning the version of you that scrolls instead of works, that settles for less instead of dreaming for more, that version is running almost entirely on automatic. So here's the only real question. If you were brainwashed into limitation without your permission, can you brainwash yourself into success on purpose? Yes. Here's exactly how. Before the protocol, you need to understand what you're up against, because most people try to change their behavior without touching the belief underneath it. That's why they fail every time. Your brain doesn't run on goals. It runs on identity. Whatever you believe you are, your brain works 24 hours a day to prove that true. Tell yourself you're someone who can't stay consistent, and your brain will find every reason to break the streak. Tell yourself you're not a business person, and your brain will sabotage every attempt at building one. Not because you're weak, because that's literally how the reticular activating system works. It filters reality to match your self-concept. So changing your habits without changing your identity is like repainting a house with a broken foundation. It looks different for a few weeks, then the cracks come back. What you need is not a new routine. You need a new operating system. Here's how you install one. Audit the current installation. Do this. Take a piece of paper, write down every belief you hold about yourself and money, success, and what people like you are capable of. Not what you wish you believed, what you actually believe when you're alone at 2 a.m. and nobody's watching. Rich people are lucky. I'm not smart enough for that. Success like that doesn't happen to people from where I'm from. Write it all down. Every line is a piece of code that is currently running in the background of every decision you make. Control the first 30 minutes of your day. Your brain is in a theta wave state for the first 20 to 30 minutes after waking, the same state it enters during hypnosis. In this window, whatever you feed it goes in deep, deeper than any other point in the day. This is not a metaphor. This is neurobiology. Most people hand this window straight to their phone. Instagram, news, WhatsApp, all of it negative, reactive, and designed to trigger anxiety. You're literally letting someone else program you before you're even fully conscious. From tomorrow, the first 30 minutes belong to you. No phone. Instead, read one page from a book written by someone who has built what you want to build. Or listen to an interview with someone operating at the level you're aiming for. Or write 3 sentences about the person you were becoming. Feed the new identity first thing every single morning. The compound effect of this alone over 90 days will change how you see yourself. Rewrite your self-talk. You don't have to chant affirmations like "I am a millionaire" every morning in the bathroom mirror. Instead, every time you catch yourself saying "I can't," "I'm not the kind of person who," or "that's not for me," stop. Replace it immediately with "I'm figuring out how to." That's not an affirmation, a process statement. The difference matters. Stanford psychologist Carol Dweck spent 30 years studying this. People who frame challenges as things to figure out, not things that expose their fixed limits, consistently outperform those who don't. The brain responds differently to "I can't do this" versus "I haven't figured this out yet." You'll catch yourself using the old language dozens of days at first. Good. Each catch is a rep. Each replacement is you manually rewriting the code. Do it every time without exception. Change your inputs before you change your outputs. Look at the last 5 pieces of content you consumed, the last 5 people you had a real conversation with, the last 5 things you watched before bed. That's a direct inventory of what's shaping your identity right now. You become the average of your inputs, not just your friends, your media diet too. If every video you watch is about drama, struggle, and why the world is against you, your brain marinates in that worldview all day. If every conversation you have with people who have already accepted a small life, your standard for what's normal quietly drops to match theirs. Unfollow, mute, replace. Put one person, one podcast, one book into your daily diet that operates at the level you want to reach. Not for inspiration, for normalization. The goal is to make success feel like your natural environment, not a foreign one. Act as if the identity is already true. This is the step most people skip because it feels uncomfortable. Good. That discomfort is the gap between who you are and who you're becoming, and the only way to close it is to move through it, not wait on the other side of it. Ask yourself one question every morning. What would the person I'm becoming do today? Not the person you are right now, the person you're building. Then do that thing. One action per day that belongs to the future version of you. Harvard psychologist William James wrote in 1890, "Act as if what you do makes a difference." It does. A century of psychology has validated this. Identity is not a feeling you wait to have. It's a decision you make and then prove through behavior, repeatedly, until the brain accepts it as the default. None of this is impossible. It's just outside of your comfort zone. Embrace it. That discomfort is the process towards success. You were brainwashed into your current ceiling without your knowledge, without your consent, and without your participation. And you've been living inside that ceiling ever since, thinking it's just who you are. It's not who you are. It's what was installed. And anything that was installed can be reinstalled. You just have to decide you're the one doing it this time. Start now.